my beauties, it's so nice to see you guys. I really missed you guys. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you probably missed out that I've been moving, I've got injured, I cut my hair, new year. Anyways, I thought to do this video because some of you guys have literally been waiting for this video all year, because we're gonna be doing the best of 2018, and this has been a video that I actually personally look forward to doing, as well as watching other people's as well, because I feel like a year is summed up in a video almost to a point where you can kind of reflect what has happened in the past and then also look forward to a better future as well. So as usual, I've traveled to many places, met a lot of people, food, makeup, and it has been a crazy hell of a year, as well as being one of the most hardest year I've ever been through, both mentally, physically, emotionally, just everything. So it has been a crazy 2018, but I'm definitely looking forward to 2019 because I always think that new year will bring new opportunities and new things that will make you and inspire you every day. There have been quite a lot of favorites things, so I've really tried really hard to narrow down to things that have really changed or made a big impact on me in this year. So starting with skincare, which is what I'm passionate about, I have tried a ton of skincare, and I think for me this year personally, the biggest change I've seen is using La Mer products. And as you guys know, La Mer products are super expensive, and it is definitely more of a luxury product. I mentioned about La Mer last year when I was in New York. My skin was really red and really sensitive, and almost to a point where it was actually burning and it was hurting to put anything on my skin. And so I splurged and got the La Mer trial kit, which gives you the basic products like the lotion, the eye cream, the moisturizer, and it literally changed my life. So this year I went through allergies. I had dermatitis where I was over exfoliating my skin too much. I even had hives, and the only thing that really worked was La Mer, and it's crazy. So I did start off using the La Mer eye balm, which I find really nice. You guys know my ultimate favorite eye cream is the Giorgio Armani eye cream, and I love it. I still would go and splurge on that if I could, but this eye balm is pretty comparable. The only thing I feel like doesn't do as well as the Giorgio Armani is the brightening effect. So the Giorgio Armani gives you instant brightening effect on my eyes personally, whereas this balm kind of just helps with hydration, fine lines, and just puffiness, not so much with dark circles. So if you're someone who suffers severe dark circles, this might not be the eye cream for you. And of course, when I broke into hives, I was stressing out, so I did go out and splurge on the La Mer Cool Gel Cream, which was just like a hydrating moisturizer that didn't have any other crazy fancy things, and just wanted my skin to go back to normal. But what actually really worked and got rid of the hives was the intensive revitalizing mask. And this is crazy because I was battling this hive for like day 5 or day 6, and it was still kind of bumpy, but it wasn't swollen or like as red as it was when I first got them. But trying this little sample of this revitalizing intensive mask, I left it on for about 15 minutes, and when I washed off, like instantly all the little bumps disappeared, and I was like, oh my god, why didn't I use this earlier? So that's when I was kind of sold. It literally changed my life. So definitely worth looking into if you guys have like problematic skin or skin that kind of needs a little bit more TLC. So I also want to quickly mention the Chanel Lift Cream, which I also used this year and has definitely felt that it has made a difference for my skin, because after using it, I did notice a lot of people saying, oh my god, your skin looks amazing. I'm like, what have I changed? All right, I've tried the new Chanel Lift Cream. Now the new Chanel Lift Cream has like this organic or natural sort of like ingredient called alfalfa, which is, it's actually a natural product that has the same effect of retinol. And as we know, retinol is the most powerful anti-aging ingredient on the market, but there is this natural way of getting the results of retinol without using retinol, because with retinol you have to worry about not using it every day because your skin gets really sensitive. You have to, up your sunscreen game, as well as you can't use it when you're pregnant. So whereas this alfalfa extract apparently is great, is natural, and it doesn't have any side effects, and also improves the skin's barrier, which is actually a good thing, because if you're protecting your skin, then your skin is less likely to break out or go crazy, have rashes or hives, etc. So that has definitely changed my perspective on using natural products, and there's a ton of products that I like from them, and I feel like if I was to talk about things that I like from those range, I'll probably be sitting here for ages. So I thought I'd just mention that because they're definitely worth looking into. I love makeup because I love how it drastically changes the way I look, but at the same time this year my view on makeup have definitely changed a lot. Obviously having better skin allowed me to have the ability to use less makeup in terms of less face makeup, so foundation, things like that. And for the longest time, no joke, I have been wearing tinted moisturizer as a foundation every every day and it gives me enough coverage. The one that I really want to recommend is the new Chanel Le Beiges Tinted Moisturizer. This came out like towards the end of the year, but it was something that I literally use every day and I still use every day. Literally, that's what I'm wearing right now, is tinted moisturizer with concealer. It comes in like shades that are not like in numbers or things like that, so you do need to go in and get color matched. At the same time, if it's very lightweight, it's got SPF 30, and then you can still add on coverage if you wanted to with concealer and powder. To me, it's perfect. I don't feel heavy. I feel like it's enough coverage, and the color is just beautifully blended into the skin. I mean, obviously, when I had hives and problematic skin, I try to steer more towards like La Mer foundations and their cushions because it was just more comforting. But when it comes to everyday, this is definitely enough coverage for me and I just love it. I know I've already talked about 2 or 3 makeup products, so I'm just gonna sneak this one in because I really want to mention it, and it's the Tatcha lipsticks. I'm a little bit late to this game, but I just got this year and I love it. Oh my god. So today I'm actually wearing the BeautyBerry on my lips. If you're into like the matte, full coverage, like Kylie Jenner type of lips, then this is not for you. This is definitely more soft, more subtle, more moisturizing. It has a shine to it. The packaging is very luxurious. It's heavy. It's definitely heavy, I guess. And it has this kind of like soft close, but a click at the end. The bullet itself is beautiful. It's kind of like, it's got these different facets of them. The color payoff, I feel like, is really natural, but also pigmented enough to give you the look that you want. I use the Twilight Cherry Blossom like almost every day. It is so beautiful. It gives your lips that really natural tint, that kind of what I want from a lip balm, but this is actually a lipstick, so it's like an added bonus. So really am enjoying this, and I think you guys should definitely check them out, and I wish Tatcha would make more lipsticks. This is amazing. Another thing that I really wanted to mention is the Nails Inc London, and so this has been something that I really looked into recently because I have been, you guys know I wear a lot of like nail polish and I change color every week or so, and sometimes the nail colors start to discolor as well as start to like crack or chip easily. Sometimes like your nails peel. It's so gross. The base coat is made out of kale and the top coat is made out of caviar, and I was like, this sounds really expensive, but I did end up trying it and I really liked it. So I've actually been using just 2 base coat, 1 top coat, and just using that on my nails to actually heal it and just let it grow and just prevent it from chipping or peeling or cracking, and it has really worked. So I thought I'd share this with you guys in case you haven't tried it. Kale base coat and caviar top coat. What I've been using literally every day since I've got this is the Garbo and Kelly highlighting or Master of Illumination highlighting kit, and the 3 colors that I use are like Ava, Lana, and Garland, which are kind of like the rosy gold, the brown gold, and like the gold, I guess. And mixing those 3 colors and just applying as a highlighter just literally made my skin look so much better. It's like really glow and dewy, and I really love it. Like, I've been using this literally every day, and it's a surprise to me because normally I'm not a huge fan of like too much highlight. In fact, I think the only highlight I was using for the longest time was the Becca Champagne Pop until I smashed it 3 times now, and it's just sitting there like crumbled. But I've used Rihanna ones, I've used the Chanel ones, I've used like the Dior ones. For some reason, I come back to this and I just love how soft and buttery it is. Apparently, this is very similar to the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, which I haven't actually tried, so I don't really know, but I know this is definitely priced a lot more efficient, and I feel like I've used this every day and I haven't even seen, like, it doesn't even look like it's being used, if that makes any sense. One thing I feel like anything that would change a makeup game is your makeup brushes, and I don't know, these have definitely spoiled me, and these are the Hakuhodo brushes. I start off with 3 and then I end up getting more because they were just so great. Very expensive, but it's definitely worth it, and it just makes putting on makeup just that little bit more enjoyable or luxurious because it's so soft, and the application makes you want to go slowly and enjoy putting on makeup. I don't know why it does that, but it does that. So I have the powder brush, I have the more like a highlighter brush, I guess, a smaller blending brush which I've been using as nose contour, a cheek brush for blushes, and this is my contouring, which is like a slanted brush. And then obviously I got into some eye brushes that I think were quite important. So one is obviously the blending, and the other one is also like a fluffier blending brush. For me personally, what makes my eye look is the smaller the brushes, the better. So I really love like tiny little brushes that can get into like the corners of the eye eyes to get that detail and define. And I don't think they do them in these hairs because they're so soft and they're not designed to do that. These are just designed to give your face that beautiful sort of soft, velvety, luxurious treatment that you would be while putting on makeup. All right, so moving on to body care. The first I want to mention is the Jo Malone Peony and Blush Suede Bath Oil. Just in general, I love Peony and Blush Suede scent, but this year I have actually definitely fallen in love with bath oils in general. So shower oils, bath oils, just basically shower gels that are oil based. And I kind of am a little bit new to this game because I love foaming up, lathery, kind of gel textured my whole life, because I've always had oily skin and I've always wanted to just have that soapy, clean feel. But as you age, your skin get drier, and especially in winter, it's really dry to the fact that you can see the dry patches on your skin. And having that oil just not only makes you feel clean, it's beautifully scented, but also moisturizing at the same time. So I think bath oils are definitely my new fave and has been a game changer for me this year. The next body product is the Brazilian Bum Bum Cream, as well as the Acai Body Power Cream. I didn't realize that Australia stocked this until a lot later, and I was like, oh my god, I could have got this. I actually ordered my first shower gel, I think, on eBay because I didn't think we had it, but we actually did, so that was silly. But anyways, love the Bum Bum Cream. I feel like it's very moisturizing. I don't just use it on my bum bum, I actually use it like my legs as well for some reason, and I realized they actually have a body cream, so why was I using this all over my body? So I got the body cream and I really like this. I love the scent, I love the texture. I feel like it's not too oily, and in the morning, although I do sometimes need to re-moisturize, but it doesn't feel drying. Like I don't feel like I have to re-moisturize, whereas a lot of times some moisturizers you put on overnight, next morning is still dry. It's like so pleasing to smell. At the same time, the texture is velvety, it's moisturizing, but doesn't feel sticky or greasy. All right, last but not least are some miscellaneous things that I wanted to mention because they have definitely been a game changer in my life. And the first one I want to talk about is the Reefer Roller. Now, I have been eyeing this for a long time. I watched it on social media, so I was so glad that I was actually able to get my hands on one. It's just so relaxing, it's therapeutic. You can actually feel your skin tightening, and it has been great to like get rid of fluid retention. And I feel I've noticed that my skin or my face have definitely slimmed down or have lifted a little bit, because I was mostly concerned with the sagginess with aging, of course, but at the same time I've been using this on my body as well, so my thighs, my underarms and things like that, and I feel like that just makes the skin just a little bit more firmer, if that makes sense. And that's just the concern that I mostly have with myself because of aging, and everything just seems to be sagging, and I'm just like, all right, let's just push this thing back up. I think I've tried other alternatives and nothing has worked as well as this one. It's definitely controlled by you, how tight you want it, how easy you want to roll it, how often you want to roll it, how long you want to roll it for, what products you want to use with it, etc. And just to take care of it, it's very simple. You just make sure you wash it and dry it, and it comes with this little cute pouch, which is great for traveling as well. Definitely something that I would use on a daily basis, if not just for general like anti-aging purposes. So moving on to the hair, one thing I was struggling with before I cut my hair was the fact that it was really dry, really brittle, and just had a lot of split ends. So for me, it was moisture, and I was introduced to this T-Rex or T-Rex Italia. Even though it says daily conditioner, it's actually a really thick, creamy texture that almost feels like a hair mask. So if you're someone with really dry, brittle hair, and if you use a daily conditioner that is like as moisturizing as a mask, you can imagine how quickly your hair can repair itself. So if you're someone who dyes your hair a lot, or your hair is just naturally dry, if you don't drink enough water, things like that, this is definitely a good conditioner to invest in because it's kind of using like a hair mask every day. So I've been really enjoying this because a lot of conditioners on the market are not that creamy, and this texture is just so beautiful and it smells amazing as well. Another one is actually also a surprise to me. I ordered this because it was all over Facebook ads. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this as well. It's like on Instagram and Facebook, and I was like, all right, what is this fuss all about? So it's basically cocoa and Eve. It's got some like nourishing cocoa nut, and like other type of ingredient that makes your hair feel soft. But this one was something that I was like, should I get it, because is it really worth it? And I did splurge because of the Black Friday sale. And since I've gotten it, I wish I had gotten it earlier because it smells amazing. Like to the point where if you like just move your hair around and you get a whiff of that scent, you're like, oh my god, that smells so good. So am totally in love with this. I feel like this is something that I would normally use like every second day when I had long hair, but now that my hair is short, and it's actually quite healthy because all the split ends have been cut off, so I don't think I'll be using this as often, but I definitely love the scent, so I'll just relive it every, once a week, I guess. So definitely worth looking into if you're looking for a new hair treatment. All right, so that was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this long, lengthy video, but if you got some insight, if you have any questions, leave your comments down below. If you haven't already, make sure you are subscribed, join the family. It's free. We love you. And also click the bell button so you get notified when we upload a new video. And if you haven't already, follow us on Instagram. Make sure you follow us as well, because that's where we post daily and you can contact us directly if you want to know what I'm up to and things like that. So thank you guys for a wonderful 2018, and we wish to see you guys all in the new year. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you in our next video. Bye.